It's a picture-perfect day, and we're anchored off Great Keppel Island. Today, we're taking the day off for some R&R after a long overnight sail.
So it's not all hardship on the good ship Lollipop. We occasionally, like every night, have really good dinners. And today, for lunch, we're having Cajun risotto and Spanish mackerel. That's fresh caught. I didn't catch it, no. We had to have a friend of ours, Scott, give it to us.
This experience has been so much fun and so enjoyable, and I've loved being with Dan so much and us not having the pressures of work every day.
The thing about boats is every time you need something, it's buried under 5 other things.
I haven't really missed home, and I love being on the boat. I love having the few things around us that we have. We have enough of everything. You know, we've got enough clothes, we've got enough food, we've got enough books. I don't need anything else.
Muy bueno.
We cook some pretty good meals on those 2 little burners.
I cook a lot of great meals. You cook some fantastic ones.
Thank you.
You know, I was never running away from Sydney. I loved Sydney. I loved our house. I loved our dog. I loved our life. This adventure was never about getting away from that.
There you go.
What I've learned from this experience is that you don't need as much as you think you need to live.
Fish tacos.
What a feast, huh?
When we started this thing, it was always our dream to do 6 months on, 6 months off. And this was to see if we liked, you know, sailing, if that 6 months that we weren't working was going to be spent sailing. There's no regrets in that. We've, you know, by the time we get home, we'll have spent 5 months. And if we have to go back to work for 5 or 6 months to go away again for 5 or 6 months, I think that'll be okay.
The sun is shining, and we've decided to explore the island. It's full of wild goats and a couple budget resorts.
So we just went to Great Keppel Resort, which is very low-key, eco, kind of simple, very, very quiet. A far cry from, I think it was the 80s, when all the ads on the radio used to say, "Get wrecked on Great Keppel Island." So it's a different story today. And now we're going to walk around this point, or at least try to walk around this point. It's high tide, so there's no beach. So we'll see how we go.
The reason we're taking the shortcut around this point is we've been hiking for 3 hours now, and we're all hiked out. It's the shortest way back to the boat.
Look at this rock. It's really cool. It's got quartz or something through it, all threaded through it. Yeah, that's quartz.
You usually find gold where you find quartz.
I told you that first. You always take my facts and regurgitate them as if you told me.
A long way to where we came from. So, there better be a way around that ledge. We just spent the last few months not working, and you know what? We've gotten by, you know? You spend less, you make less, you spend less. It's that simple.
One more ledge to go around, and then we'll see if we can get back to the beach.
We couldn't hold on to the boat and not work. It's that simple, unless we sold our home, and we haven't done that yet. So when we get back, if we decide we want to sail all the time, then we're going to have to sell the house.
Well, we can't get around, so I think we're going to have to go up. It doesn't mean that once we get up there, we can actually keep going, though.
I know.
I don't want to have to walk back. It's steeper than it looks.
There's a little narrow path down here back to the beach,
Oh,
just to get us around that point. Careful, it's prickly.
ow!
Oh, shit. Shit, was dead. Oh, God.
Don't hold on to branches that are going to snap off.
Oh, no.
Bloody hell.
You nearly went over there.
How something like a simple hike, a simple walk around the beach turns into this?
With you, anything's possible.
Well, we found our beach.
Yay.
Boat's around the corner.
Oh, woo. That's what he was hanging on to. A dead branch. Bloody hell.
Woo, it's a tropical paradise. It's a tropical paradise.
It's a beautiful morning, and after a quick dip, it's time for some chores.
This is us putting fuel in the boat. It's kind of tricky, but it's easily done. You stick a tube in there, and a tube in there, and then you go. And there you go. You just blow in there, and the fuel is coming out.
That's pretty cool. Where'd you learn to do that?
It's a secret sailor secret.
With the boat fueled and the anchor up, we're heading south to Bundaberg. It'll take 26 hours to get there, so we have our second overnighter coming up.
So we finally have some wind, and we're having a lovely sail.
I don't know if the experience has changed me from who I am, but I have definitely changed as far as my boating goes. When we anchor, I know that we're anchored, and I don't worry as much as I used to.
This is what we came for.
I'm much more secure about sailing. Putting up and taking down the sails used to be stressful. Now we do it on a whim. Everything has gotten easier on the boat.
Too easy. Oh, I should have said that.
I must have tempted fate, because soon it all went haywire.
Ready to tack?
Tacking. No, wrong way. Where the you going? We're tacking that way.
Tacking, yeah, it should be really simple, but every now and then I have a complete sort of brain malfunction.
Next,
No, you're not useless. You just don't know how to sail.
the journey home takes its toll.
If you don't learn, you're gonna get hurt. And I don't want anything to happen to you.